Second last on the programme then, race number 9 at Sha Tin. This is a Class 3 over the 1200 metres with the field headed by All In Mind. Drops in class. He's first up for the season as well. For now with Chris So and Zach Purton will ride. Regency Bobo drops in class as well. Dylan Moe's got an excellent record on this horse. He rides from barrier number 10. Excellent Daddy was a course and distance winner 2 starts back. Smoky Bear's first up for the season. War Weapon, midfield behind the Golden Scenery last time out. Prime Minister was good first up behind California Concord. We've got Star Bright and Beauty Mission making their Hong Kong debuts. Lucky With You up in class and first up for the season as well. And Gallant Express, John Size and Wagner Borges all jump from barrier number 2, Mark.
And we've got a good tempo here, Andrew, with Lucky With You leading. And after him, Paul, we've got lines of 3 right back to Prime Minister, but he draws barrier 1, Lucky With You. Hasn't been seen since July, but you expect him just to punch through and hold the front from that inside gate.
I think so, yeah. That's how he's done his racing as well, Lucky With You. So he looks likely. War Weapon's got a bit of pace as well. But there's a few horses that like to go forward. Beauty Mission, All in Mind, interesting with a new trainer as well.
OK, we'll start off with Prime Minister finishing second here, first up for the season. And Tom Marquand's got a few rides outside of the big ones. Mark, this is a good one, potentially.
It is, yeah. I found a spot for him in the top 4. He comes wide and he just gets a little brush there and had to ease off heels at the 300, which stopped his momentum. This was just his second placing in 9 starts. His other was behind Sea of Life. Overall, Paul, the wide draw is the worry with him, but he continued to make ground in the run home here. Yeah,
second up, little query. I think this is a lot tougher than the race he was in this one. So, look, he didn't get in for me.
OK, we can have a look at Excellent Daddy next up, Paul, who'd won 2 starts back, got War Weapon and Gallant Express in the field as well, before bumping into the Golden Scenery last time.
Yeah, so this is a lot better form race, I thought, and he definitely goes in for me, Excellent Daddy, as does Gallant Express. He's got a low draw, and which should suit him. So both these horses I thought ran really well, and Excellent Daddy had that win, and then the 4th. So he's a horse who's been in good form recently since he's come back. So. Yep, they both go in for me.
Yep, absolutely. Echo everything Paul says out of that race.
Yeah, and that was Packing Victory running a close-up second. He goes around in the final event. We keep rolling though, Mark. All in Mind at the trials as he comes back to action.
Yeah, with that stable change, which you boys have pointed out, he's had a couple of trials to get ready. This one at Happy Valley beats a horse called Jumbo Fortune. Zach's on board. He's ridden him before. Just first up with 133 pounds on, Paul, with some nice horses with lighter weights on. Just wanted to see him. Yeah,
look, I've included him because I have liked his work for the new stable. He, as you say, he's got to carry that big weight. He has been downgraded. He comes back here into Class 3, which I think is a positive.
What about this first starter, Paul? Star Bright.
Yeah, Star Bright, he didn't quite make it in. He's 1144 pounds. He's just had the 2 trials to get him ready. The trials haven't been too bad. There's definitely something there. I think he's here he's a 4-year-old, so he might be looking at sort of bigger fish to fry. So I'm happy to watch him fresh up.
His wins in Australia are over 1,000 metres at Kembla Grange and 1,300 at Scone. But yeah, with Paul, I want to see him.
Bravado was his name. John O'Shea trained him in Australia, off a mark of 65 there. That's Star Bright. Lucky With You is going to be a big player here as well, as we can go back to track work and hear from trainer David Hayes.
David, Lucky With You towards the back end of Sunday's card. Very nice progressive horse. How's he been since we last saw him?
Yeah, he won at the end of last season at his last run, and he won from an awkward gate. He's got a perfect gate 1, so you know he'll be sitting in the first 3 or 4. If the pace isn't fast, he could lead with no weight. I think he'd run a good race.
Just on his preparation, obviously, as you say, we haven't seen him for a little while. He's had the necessary trials. You've been happy with those?
Yeah, it's been good. In November, he was down to run, and he pulled a muscle behind. He did an accident in his box, and so I just backed off him and then reset him, and luckily he's come up trumps for this meeting. You always like to run a nice progressive horse on International Day.
You certainly do. Obviously, Karras will take the ride for you. He's back in action as well. He's been galloping him. Has he been happy with him, the reports from your rider?
Yeah, Karras rode him on Wednesday morning and we just let him stretch his legs and it was more to look at Karras than the horse.
Well, good to have him back. Good to see this horse back and good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, Karras back in action after being on the sidelines for a couple of meetings with a shoulder injury, but great to have him back. He is the favourite, Paul. Lucky With You.
Yeah, I'm going to go with him too. Lucky With You. Looked very progressive. Unlucky not to be unbeaten actually from two. He's had that second and then that win. So he's on top to beat Gallant Express with a lightweight, low draw. All in Mind is the opposite. He's got the big weight, but look, he's coming down in grade. And then Excellent Daddy as well. His 2 runs have both been very good. 13, 14, 1 and 4.
Lucky with you on top, beaten on debut by Infinite Power, who's gone on to win plenty since then. Excellent Daddy, always trialled like he was going to win races in Hong Kong. Well, he did that 2 starts ago and then a fighting fourth in a strong field. This doesn't look any harder. Gallant Express with the lightweight and Prime Minister fitter for that first run back. 13, 4, 14 and 7.
I thought War Weapon would be fitter second up as well. He's won a trial since, so I give him a bit of respect here in the 9th event, a Class 3 over the 1200 metres.